Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of the Rockwell Farms Garden Show. Today we just got in a truck and so we want to show you some of the values of what we have in store for you. It's always a great deal to come here when we have them in 15 gallon. You can save almost $100 a tree. So Josiah, let's show them some of the deals that they might get.
Let's show you.
Yeah,
all right.
Thanks for hitting me there.
You're welcome. Man, okay, this one right over here, this is a ginkgo.
Okay, this is the presidential gold, is it not?
It sure is.
We love the ginkgo because it's very slow growing. It's really good for up next close to the house, and you get that yellow color in the fall.
Yeah.
And these are the male, so the female, this is very important.
Yes.
Female ginkgos will have fruit that drop. You do not want a female ginkgo.
It's stinky, it's messy, you don't want it.
Right,
Yeah.
so make sure you discriminate and get the male. But the nice thing about the ginkgo is the leaf pattern. The leaves are so pretty. Yeah, show them the
It's
leaf
kind of like
pattern.
that fan leaf. Looks a little like tiny Egypt.
Yeah. So we really love the presidential gold ginkgo. It's a very good ornamental tree.
Yeah.
Oh, this is one of our favorites.
Oh, yes.
Crimson
So
Sunshine.
let me get one of these and show you the top of this tree.
Yes.
I mean, just look at the foliage right there. This
Now,
is your Crimson Sunset. I think it's a far better variety than the Crimson King and
Yeah,
the maple.
because Crimson King has trouble in the summertime.
Yes, it does.
The edges of the leaves will turn brown on you. We are so grateful to have these.
Yeah.
Some trees we're just grateful to get them.
So once these get established and fill out, you're going to be seeing a whole bunch of crimson, beautiful color. If you like the Japanese maple, but you want a much larger tree,
Yes.
you can meet with this one and get what you're looking for.
It's really hard to get purple in the landscape. This is a real showstopper for the front yard.
Let me tell you another
What?
showstopper. This is actually Mark's favorite tree. I know you probably hear that a
Oh,
lot.
did we get in the black gum?
Because we have a lot of favorite trees. Yeah, we got in the
Woohoo!
black gum back here.
Okay. All right, come on, I want to talk about this. This is the black gum, okay? Now, what's cool about the black gum is that this, first of all, it's drought tolerant. Its root system goes all the way down to China. Secondly, it has small leaves. Yes, when they fall off, they go into your neighbor's yard. Also, the autumn is so orange red in the fall.
I just
It's
wanna
spectacular.
Show you that tag right there.
Yes.
That beautiful bright color in the fall time.
Right, and the bark is smooth. So when it gets mature, the bark is very smooth. It's not crinkly or anything of that nature. It's green bark and it's smooth. It has great pyramidal form. It's actually my all-time favorite tree.
Also, because of the root system, this is one that you can plant a little bit closer to the driveway if you're trying to line your
Yes.
driveway, if it's paved or whatever.
Roots
This
go
is a
straight
great
down.
one because of its root system.
Yes.
Because you also get that fall color coming down your driveway. This is actually
It's
what
beautiful.
we sell these trees the most for.
It is so beautiful. So yes, it is my all-time favorite tree, the wildfire black gum. And it's not the sweet gum. Sweet gum's a whole different animal. This one does not have those nasty seed heads that hurt your feet when you walk through the lawn. The black gum is a whole different animal than the sweet gum, so don't get that confused.
Which, by the way, we're still doing our raffle for a shade tree.
Yes. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so any 25-gallon shade tree, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel. You can also get an extra raffle ticket by following us on Instagram and liking us on Facebook. Just got to come in to the store and we'll get you a raffle ticket for that. We'll be doing drawing, I think, here at the end of September. Right?
Yes, the end of September.
Perfect time for fall planting.
Yes, fall is awesome for fall planting, and I'm glad you mentioned that because I don't think many people have taken advantage of that. We have less than 100 people.
Yeah, so the odds are pretty good right now.
Yeah, so.
Odds are pretty good.
All right, what
So-
else did we just get in?
Oh, okay. This is a fall fiesta maple. The reason I like this variety, it is a variety of sugar maple.
Yes.
Your fall fiesta is going to get some reds, some yellows, and orange. Mostly going to have more of that yellow tinge. The reason we like the sugar maple is because you get those brighter yellows, and you don't have to sacrifice for like a silver maple. Silver maples, yes, they'll turn yellow in the fall, but we do not sell those here just because they break easy. They're a really scrappy tree. You don't want a silver maple.
I call this my Joseph goat.
Joseph
tree.
goat.
Yeah, because it's multicolored.
Many colors.
Yeah, you got
it.
yellow, orange, and red all in the same tree at no
good.
extra charge. So it's awesome.
Yeah, sugar maple.
Okay, this is
Another one of, yes. Okay, again, we've got many,
quiet.
many favorites, and it's hard not to. It's like you have a whole bunch
I
of
know.
kids, and you can't just tell one that they're your favorite.
What
you
color
know?
is the red point?
So the red point is a red. That's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. You have this fiery bright red in the fall. The reason I like this one is versus maybe a native or something. I really like the red point maple because it's such a brighter red. These maples are harder wood maples. Another name for this one is the Frank's Red Hot Maple.
Yes.
Red point maple.
Yep. And so over here we have the Burgundy Bell, I believe. No, the Legacy Sugar Maple and the Burgundy Bell.
Yeah, we got to mix in
Yeah,
here.
brandy wine, excuse me. Brandy wine. Yep. Okay, brandy wine. I mean, come on. Yeah. These are these 15-gallon trees are a sweet deal. Please come in and take advantage of it because you can get a big tree. What is this? I am 6 foot with a hat. So this is at least 12 foot. And the ones behind you are even taller.
Yeah.
The 15 gallons, you can save $100 a tree buying the 15 gallon in our fall.
Yeah.
Reason why people like the brandy wine is, once again, it gives you a different color. It gives you more of a, wine color in the fall instead of the red or the orange. It's kind of like a red-orange, which gives you a wine color.
And here at Rockwell Farms,
and very drought tolerant too.
If you are getting multiple trees, we always
it up.
recommend having variety. So that way, when it comes to fall time, you're gonna have a show. Things of yellow, red, burgundy, orange, just a good mixture. It will give you some really nice color and variety in your landscape. I'll let you show that one, and then I'm gonna show off the tulip poplar.
This is about 1 1/4 to 1 1/2 inch caliper tree. This is your Legacy Maple.
Yeah.
Legacy Maple is awesome. It gives you, it turns yellow in the fall, but this one right here is very drought tolerant.
You out of breath there, Mark?
Yeah. This is extremely drought tolerant. So not many people carry sugar maples. I love sugar maples because in the fall they are show stoppers.
Yeah.
So the Legacy is known for its drought tolerance, very good canopy, very dense canopy, and good front yard tree.
All right, scoot that out of the way.
Oh.
This is the tulip poplar.
Oh man.
Other than just the shape of the leaf, which
it is so sexy.
beautiful. The leaves on here actually get pretty large. The tulip poplar is a big shade tree. It grows very fast, super hardy shade tree.
Yep.
The leaves in the fall turn a golden yellow.
Yes.
Also another good option if you wanted a silver maple before. This is even brighter of a yellow in the fall.
Yeah.
And it just stands out. They also get a tulip flower in the summer as the tree
And it's
matures.
huge. I mean, it's huge.
And
it's
it
like
is
the
a
size of
good-
a magnolia.
Yeah, it's a beautiful tree. I love this variety because, again, the golden yellow in the fall, I mean, is just unmatched.
Women love the shape of the leaves.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why, but they do. Yep. So,
Little
tulip
different.
poplar. This
Yep.
is a huge seller for Rockwell Farms.
Yeah.
We never run out of the tulip poplars.
And in a
because-
15 gallon, you know, so.
I mean, look at the caliper of some of these 15 gallons that we get in. That's almost 2-inch caliper right there.
Oh, yeah.
So big savings at Rockwell Farms. Okay.
Bur oak.
Yes, I like the bur oak. I think it gets its name from the bark. The bark is kind of ratty, I know that, but the bur oak is extremely fast growing.
Yeah.
It is is it of the white oak? No, it has pins, right? Yes. Well, you know how the difference between a white oak and a red oak?
Go ahead.
A white oak will produce nuts, acorns every year, and a red oak will produce acorns every other year.
Okay. Wow.
unless I have it the opposite mixed up.
Well, also the bur oak, when it does have an acorn, the husk around the acorn that holds the acorn to the tree actually kind of has a burr on it as well. Yeah.
Yep. So that's your two categories of oaks. If ever you wanted to know, they're all in two different categories: your red oaks and your white oaks. So the red oaks will have pins and be less lobaceous, and the white oaks will be more lobaceous and they won't have a pin at the end of the lobe.
Beautiful.
Yep. What else do we have?
Now, if you're ever splitting wood, you know the difference between those oaks.
And this is a fast-growing oak too. That's why we get it. It's
so
very
this one and the Shumard oak, those two are extremely fast growers in the oak world, where most oaks you plant it, it's going to be years before you can enjoy.
Okay, flash fire sugar maple. I like it. Look at that. All right, we got a few dead leaves because it just came off the truck. We'll shake it. I love this one. It's total red in the fall. So a lot of your sugar maples be the yellow. A lot will be the orange.
Yep.
This one is red. And the sugar maples, I get this question a lot. Sugar maples will produce syrup.
Yep.
Yeah. So it is confirmed by a local lady. Hey, the shape of this is awesome.
That's a beautiful tree. Let's see what else we got in here.
Our grower does a great job on its cultural practices. You see how it has a central leader, and then each of it's so full. They do a great job.
Oh yeah.
That's a good job.
The Autumn Blaze. Why don't you talk about this one?
Oh my word. Okay, Autumn Blaze is the fastest growing hardwood maple there is. Autumn Blaze gives you that red color in the fall, and I like the Autumn Blaze because it has that circular growth habit instead of ovate. So when people want wide shade, we always steer them to the Autumn Blaze. It'll grow 2 foot a year. It's a wide, has a very wide canopy, and it's fast growing. It gives you that red color.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I love the Autumn Blaze. That is a mainstay here at Rockwell Farms. It's probably our #1 seller. That and October Glory.
I would say so, because it's so fast growing. It is a hardwood maple. Does have somewhat of a taproot. Will have some lateral roots, but beautiful tree.
Yeah. Okay, well, it looks like they're still unloading.
Yeah, we've still got a lot of stuff to come off of the truck. It looks like he's unloading pawpaws right now. Let's go over there.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. The beautiful pawpaw tree. You know why this fruit isn't in stores, and it's a lot of people have never heard of it, is because this one does not have a shelf life. So usually you need to go and pick it and eat it while it's there.
I didn't know
so
that.
So that is why they don't actually market this fruit, and it's a little bit less heard of. Here in Northwest Arkansas and Missouri, areas around here, this is actually a native tree.
Yep.
It's a native fruit tree that usually grows in forested areas where it gets, morning sun and then evening shade. Kind of does best in those areas with dappled shade, kind of like a setting of a dogwood.
I have one in the back. Let's make sure we show people what it looks like, because the canopy of it is really nice.
It is a beautiful tree, and it grows really
very
fast.
Really
Really
fast. And the fruit tastes like bananas.
Kind of a mixture between a banana and a mango. Kind of.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Yep, it's a bango.
Completely different.
Yep.
Banango.
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 But yeah, this is the pawpaw tree. You have to have 2 of them to have fruit.
Yeah.
So yeah, double the pleasure.
Yep. Beautiful tree.
This is the new growth that Josiah was talking about. It comes out red and then it turns green. It is so pretty. So when you multiply that times hundreds of different lateral branches, this black gum is such a pretty tree, and that's one of the reasons why it's my favorite, all-time favorite, wildfire black gum. And the wildfire variety is actually more red than your typical black gum.
This is actually a pawpaw that we planted this last fall. Okay.
Yep.
So we planted this last fall, and I'll let you look at all this new growth right up here. This tree was the size of those that you had seen up there
About
earlier.
3 to 4 foot.
Just did last fall. So this
Yep.
is all, I mean, it was about this tall. What is that? Maybe 4 or 5 foot? It's grown?
Yeah.
5 foot?
Yep.
Just in one season from fall. I've also got back here in the back, there's one, it's about 20 foot tall. We planted this last year, so that one would have a pollinator, so we can get some pawpaws out of those. But just kind of, you know, idea of what the growth looks like on those. You might get a tree that starts off a little bit smaller, but just the growth from fall to now, I mean, it's just amazing.
It's a very pretty tree too.
Yeah, it is.
So it's a nice ornamental tree for the landscape, and you get
Beautiful
fruit.
canopy.
Yep. Okay, you want to show them some of the apple and peach trees that we planted?
Yeah, let's go
Nice,
ahead and
dear.
do that. That's a good idea.
This right here is a Fuji apple, and when did we plant this? Last
We
year?
planted this last fall.
Okay,
Yeah.
last fall, and you see the growth that we got from it?
This was a 15 gallon. This was a 15 gallon that we had just got in last fall, around this time when we get our fall truck in. We planted it later in the fall. It took us a while to get around to it, but we finally planted it. We will, I think we could even do a pruning video and come back here and show how we prune a little bit better on this.
That is a great idea.
But a Fuji apple, just the new growth, we're just totally amazed by from a 15 gallon. Back here, we've got our peach trees, and I think I've got a nectarine back
let's
there
go back
as
and
well.
show the growth rate of them.
Check this out. This is an Alberta peach. Again,
Yes.
we planted these last fall. All of these trees back here got planted last fall. These, again, came as a smaller 15 gallon. We had trimmed them back to about, 5, 6 foot tall.
Yep.
And this is all new growth
Yep.
that has just filled out off of them.
And for the first year, we'll let it kind of grow wild because we do not expect much fruit from it.
Right.
So we'll come back here. These would be great to show them how to prune their apple and peach trees.
Peaches, yeah.
Yes. And this is Alberta. We also have a Red Haven and the Bella Georgia.
I believe so, yeah.
So the Alberta's early, Red Haven is later, and the Bella Georgia is early. And this is actually our 3 favorites. Well,
Yeah.
I have a lot of favorites.
Yes.
These are good.
I think we did get a cherry back here late season, so we'll be getting some cherries back here as well. On the other side, we've got our pear trees.
Yep.
On that side, and those are doing phenomenal. Those are huge.
And our
So-
pecan trees.
Yes, and pecan trees.
Yes, which we'll have those in the spring.
Yeah,
The
we'll
pecan
have.
trees.
Yeah, we'll be getting in a whole bunch of pecan trees coming this spring.
Those were so hard to get. Pecan
They are.
trees.
Yeah.
So we're happy to get them.
So why don't we go back to the truck? We'll show you some other things that they've unloaded. We've also got some fruit trees that just came in.
Yep.
So we'll be able to show you what size these looked like just a year ago.
Perfect.
Isn't that
idea.
awesome?
Let's go
All
do
right.
that. Give people a good example of what they can find at
Yeah.
Rockwell Farms.
And because we haven't potted these up yet, you can actually get these a lot cheaper right now at the
Yep.
moment.
Yep.
This is a apricot. This is a
Yes.
gold caught apricot. And around, I don't know, I definitely go to other nurseries here and there just to kind of see what people have.
Nobody
And
has apricot.
Nobody has apricot.
Right.
It's actually harder to find some fruit trees, but especially apricot.
Yes.
This is a really good variety, kind of a golden yellow fruit on it, just juicy, really good canning.
It's one of the best for the homeowners.
Really is. So,
And this is our Granny Smith apple tree. And we wanted to just show you kind of what you would expect at Rockwell Farms as far as your trees are concerned. Now, the cool thing is the cultural practices. You always want to pay attention to cultural practices.
Sure.
You see how you have good lateral limbs on this? And then your central leader, which we will actually cut out and make sure that these come out
Sure.
at a 90-degree angle. But like what's that?
this one, this is a wine sap.
Yeah.
So this is, like you said, this is kind of what to expect when purchasing a tree, a fruit tree. Again, the trees that we saw in the back, they were this size just last fall, not pulling your chain or anything. How we also got that growth is also by the fertilizers that we use, the cottonwood compost that we recommend.
Right.
Those things really do help push along the growth of your fruit trees.
Fruit tree
So,
steaks,
yeah.
I highly recommend those.
Absolutely.
They're from, the Job steaks? Ross is the parent company of Job, and we buy those in bulk to where you don't have to buy a package of 12. You could just get however many you want.
Another thing that I've also done is use the Royal Gold Grow.
Yes.
I did sprinkle some of the Royal Gold Grow around those fruit trees when I started, along with our regular practices and recommendations of what we use. I did cheat. It is organic though, so it gives a residual, so it keeps feeding the soil over the time. But Stayman Wine Sap apple is a beautiful, red, crisp, sweet apple.
Yep.
I love the Stayman Wine Sap. If you're a Honey Crisp lover of the Honey Crisp apple, the Stayman Wine Sap is pretty similar to your Honey Crisp as well.
And the other varieties that we have are Red Delicious,
Yellow Delicious,
your Arkansas Black, Fuji, Gala, of course the Wine Sap, and Rome. Is there any apple we don't carry? Yeah, there's a few.
There's a few.
We cull out the apple trees
that don't grow here
and do not have good disease resistance.
Right, yeah.
So we actually, I mean, how long have we been doing this? 30-something years?
Right.
The ones that we do not care for, we just do not grow. Because if we don't like it, we figure you won't like it.
In other words, if you're wondering what apples grow here, just call us, ask us, come on in, and we can tell you what varieties grow here based off of years of doing it.
Right, we've already gone through the burden and the pain of finding which ones are good for this area.
Absolutely.
So, and people don't know this. This used to be fruit capital of the United States, Northwest Arkansas.
Used to be almost
small
one
fruit
huge
capital.
orchard.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have streets that are called Greenhouse Row or Orchard
Boulevard or
exactly.
Orchard Hill Road, you know.
Yeah.
So
do not be scared. In our sheet, please watch our video on how to take care of your fruit tree.
Yeah, fruit tree care.
I think we got a lot of views on that one.
We did.
Like over 1,000?
Well, yeah. A lot of people are wanting to know how to take care of their fruit trees.
Yeah.
And so you can go in our further videos and watch those. If you do have more questions about fruit trees or what to be planting in fall right now, what to get going in your landscape or down your driveway, why don't you leave a comment down below?
That'd be great.
We can answer any of those questions here on our show. Our heart really is to help other gardeners, farmers, anybody that needs help with what they're doing at their home.
I line my driveway with the black gum.
I would agree with that one.
Yeah.
Black gum or that October Glory.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for another Rockwell Farms Garden Show.
Yeah.
I hope it was informative. Now's the time to come by and save big money on your fall planting on the trees.
Definitely agree.
Because these 15 gallons, this is what we do. We get huge trees that are in a small pot. It is great savings for our customers. And so please come by and take a look at these. You're talking about trees that are at least 8 foot, topping out to what, 14 feet?
Well, and again, buy 3 trees we plant for free.
Yes.
If you like this content, leave us a like, subscribe, let us know how we're doing or what you would like to know, and we'll see you next time.
Yep, and don't forget to come by and show us that you liked your subscribed and get a ticket.
Raffle ticket for a free 25-gallon shade tree.
Which we plant, stake, and mulch.
Yeah.
So, thanks for joining us.
We'll see you.
Bye-bye.